After the race in Martinsville last weekend, the drivers are furious with NASCAR. Given that the Martinsville track is a short-circuit race, the drivers were expecting to push the cars around the corners, allowing the tire to wear faster. But the reality was different. NASCAR driver Joey Logano went on to rant about the next-gen cars during his interview with SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. Before we get into the details of what Joey Logano said during his interview, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We post the latest news on everything NASCAR. Don't miss out on the action. Unlike other motorsports, NASCAR requires all the teams to run similar cars on the track. The crews are allowed to make very minimal changes in the setup to adjust it according to the driver's preferences. The Gen 7 cars, which were introduced in 2022, have been designed to cause more downforce while driving around the circuits. Due to this, the drivers expected to take the corners with greater speeds, allowing the tires to wear out faster. However, the race at Martinsville proved that the Goodyear tires are too durable for racing. The driver of the number 22 car had a lot of issues with this during the last two races. Here's what he said a day after the Cookout 400. "Bristol was good because the tire came apart," Logano told SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. "And that was good. Richmond and Martinsville, gosh, we got to swing the bat. We've got to do something big to fix it. I hate saying it, but we're not an aero package away anymore. We've tried that. We've hit that button a few times. We've got to do something to make the tires fall off. I get it. Listen, here's the deal. Goodyear has built a tire that is too good. If you're looking to buy a tire on the street, that's the tire you want. You want the tire that is going to last forever. But that's not what we want as racers. It's a fine line. Think about it. If you are Goodyear and the storyline is these tires are coming apart or they're wearing out quickly, well, then you would say, I don't want to put that on my car. We have to somehow separate our street wants versus our race car wants. We had 180-something laps on our left sides, and it finally started chunking apart at the end," Logano said. "The last 20 laps, the left rear started coming apart, but it wasn't because it wore off. The wear pins were still there. It started delaminating, like the tread started coming off. It didn't wear down to the cords. The tire was fine outside of it chunking apart. That's not okay. I'm warming my tires up under caution and my tires are fine. I don't need to pit," Logano said. "It's not going to do anything for me, and it didn't. Denny put tires on from 4th. He didn't go nowhere. He actually went backwards. It's just crazy that that's what it is right now. We have to do something. My suggestion, the thing I think we should do, is we need to get a smaller tire on this car, and I know we can't do that with the wheels on it." Since the cars in NASCAR are similar, the drivers depend on tire wear and various strategies apart from their skill to help them get the overtakes done. With almost no tire wear, none of the drivers were able to take advantage of high tire wear with the car ahead to overtake. Switching to a different strategy to perform an undercut would also prove to be useless, as the pace difference will not be much due to the durable Goodyear tires. Logano was asked for a solution to this problem. "Groove the tire," he said. "Try something. In my mind, there ain't much to lose. If we cannot produce tire wear, I don't know how we can't because we used to. For whatever reason, that's harder to do now. I don't know why that is because we used to do that at Martinsville all the time. It's pretty clear to me that NASCAR does not want to give us more horsepower. I want that, but it does not seem like it's going to happen. So do something and do it now. Hurry up. Do it now. Try it. At any point, I think any of us would be willing to go test anywhere and do some crazy stuff and try it. We've just got to do something big now." It is clear that Logano wants NASCAR to find out a solution to this problem. Goodyear decided to provide more durable tires, mainly because their main business comes from selling tires to consumers for average road cars. These consumers want their tires to be durable. If they see Goodyear tires wearing out soon in NASCAR, they might get a misled preconception about the brand. However, for racing in NASCAR, the drivers would require a tire that is less durable to make it easier to race and overtake. Logano used the example of Denny Hamlin in overtime. With the caution out, Denny was the only car to pit, hoping that it would help him gain positions. Before coming into pit road, he was in 4th. At the end of the race, he fell way back to 11th position. He was unable to overtake as the other drivers' tires were still strong. Although it leaves a positive impression on the tire in the consumer's eye, it does not help NASCAR in racing. The possibility of increasing the horsepower of the engine has also gone out the window as it makes it more expensive for manufacturers. Next year, Honda is looking to enter the sport as an engine manufacturer, but if the cost of manufacturing becomes high, they might decide to pull out. NASCAR's Senior Vice President of Competition, Elton Sawyer, is aware of the issue. "We're not naive to this," Sawyer said on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. "We as NASCAR want our short track packages to be better. We want that racing to be at the level that superspeedways and our intermediate racetracks are today. I promise you, we are working as hard as we can with Goodyear, and we need to work harder, that's the bottom line. We need to work harder to come to a place where, as I said a couple of weeks ago, we need to figure out how to bottle up what we learned at Bristol, and also what we learned the first 30 laps at Richmond last week on how that race unfolded. It's not a one-tire-fits-all type solution, so we have to continue to work," Sawyer said. "We're not resting on anything that we did yesterday. Today, we are going to be digging on this again and working on solutions and trying to get to a better place." A few years back, these short-circuit races used to be entertaining to witness. The cars were more aggressive and would allow the drivers to go side to side. Due to the durability of the chassis, we would often see opponents banging each other. Such type of racing is a part of the sport. Due to the low tire wear, the drivers will be able to push the car to its limit without having the consequences of tire wear. This is not racing. Even Denny Hamlin was seemingly frustrated with this problem in NASCAR. He urged the organization to take Dale Earnhardt Jr. and test new tires. "Get him to Richmond and get him to go Martinsville and test tires," Hamlin said. "He gets to pick out the tire we run. It would be great publicity. This is Dale Jr.'s tire. Let's see how it does. I think he would sign up in 2 seconds to go out there. He's angry about the tire as much as I am. He brings it up as much as I do. We clearly are missing the mark. Goodyear is missing the mark. We clearly know that having a tire that falls off, we've seen it. Bristol gave us the evidence of this is better. Now, did it need to go to that extreme? No, but we damn sure shouldn't have a car leading the race with 180 laps on his left side tires. That's ridiculous. We couldn't even pass Austin Dillon for 50 or 60 laps," Denny Hamlin said this week on his Actions Detrimental podcast. "The last car on the racetrack, we could not pass him at the end of stage 2. The drivers will continue to have a lot of issues in short circuits if NASCAR refuses to make any changes. Given that they're not willing to increase the horsepower of the cars, they will have to bring in a new type of tire to reduce the durability and increase the quality of racing. What are your thoughts on this issue? Do you think the Cookout 400 was less entertaining due to the low tire wear? Post your thoughts in the comments section below.